We got Jace. How are you, Jace? Sorry, my cat's coming in to say hi. I'm looking up, I don't know how to pronounce it. Um, Myth, Mithrander, right? Who's ever read the Lord of the Rings? I read The Hobbit, and I love The Hobbit. But you know what? I couldn't get into the rest of it. Weird. Maybe I should give it a try again, as it's been probably 40 years or more. Probably more. Anyway, we had a friend stop in this morning, and they mentioned talking spiritual paths, and they mentioned Mithrander uh, as an interest in a spiritual path, which is fascinating. That you really you can create a spiritual path from anything that has meaning to you. Look at our friend Destiny Forever Walks, PhD, who loves to commune with trees. There's a lady that I see every morning before sunrise walking. I admire her getting out there. I worry about her getting out there alone. So I'm glad I'm out there that I can keep a listen. Um, and she's probably in her mid to late 60s, and she will walk, and she has tree destinations. I never asked her about it, but I can tell there's a deep reverence. She'll walk, and then she will come up and she will touch a tree, place her hands on it again, and you can see the deep that deep reverence. I absolutely love it. So there's a Mithrander Facebook page that I just like, and the intro is a simple company deeply devoted to create loving contemplative space, enabling people to be more self-aware, flow through challenges in their journey of life, using coaching in one of the next context. Very nice. Let's see. Poor man's here. Poor man, how are you? Jace, how are you? Um, let's see. Just said hi, Eric, our friend UK Medic. Medic, how are you feeling, my friend? Says the energy you seek is right here at Jace. Man, Jace certainly puts out the energy, doesn't he? Jace says I sat waiting, knowing you were coming on. Concerned because it became heartwarming when you arrived. My bond with you was strong. As with you, my friend. Amazing. It can be felt um, through the distance between here and England. However, when you have a bond like that, there's no such thing as distance. Jason's waving at poor man. Mary's here. Mary says hi. Marie, I think is the proper pronunciation, right? How are you? Poor man says recovering from the dog attack the other night, mentally drained. I bet. How much damage? What's going on with that? Jay says, Robin, your close brother, but it is all around us. Medic says, you can't keep a good man down, Eric, hence I'm still here. And we're definitely better off for that, Medic. The world is a better place with you in it. Marie says hi, with an emphasis on the I. Appreciate having you here, my friend. Poor man says, Jace, up, buddy? So, poor man, are you injured? Let's see, poor man says, was crazy. Fought off 4 dogs. The big lab was probably 140. Wow. Pup just missed his jugular. Got him stapled up. Man, that's a harrowing event. Labs aren't normally aggressive dogs. Poor man says, no, I got lucky. Man, it's a good thing that you are in shape and that you're strong. Imagine that if that was an elderly woman or even an elderly man walking their dog, what might have happened? Jay says, I have some things that are like a river flowing. My daily progress is starting to become reality. I serve all I possibly can. This is a gift we'll use for good. And you do, Jace. I see it every morning. I see it all the time, but specifically in the morning. In the morning, you're in your element. You're unruffled by any comments. When you said flow, that sums it up. Medic says, I've removed all monetization from my channel after being told I faked a heart attack for clicks and views, and I'm a e-beggar. Who would say such a thing? Medic, you worked too hard to get that monetization, and I know it's not that important to you. I know the status of having it isn't important to you at all. However, you do good stuff with that monetization. Man, those who know you know you. That's a ridiculous comment because how close you were extremely close to getting 6,000 before. Why would someone think that you would fake a heart attack to get what 100 more? Jay says Vabs have the same bite force as a big working dog. They have killed. No, I hadn't heard that before. Medic says, can't accuse me of chasing money now. Man, anyone who would accuse you of that, one, doesn't really know you. Two, they don't matter. I know it's a hurtful comment, but they don't matter. Reyaz, did I say that right? Yaz says, hey bro, Kemcho. Welcome, my friend. Poor man says, was running 2 miles with 50-pound vest, so I was already gassed. Adrenaline was all I had. Well, adrenaline, protectiveness, and years of training. Man, I'm glad you and the pup are okay. Our friend CDP says, never forget, rain lasts forever. Rain never lasts forever. Storms pass, the sun will shine on you again. Always remember the larger picture, just the moment. Absolutely. Our good friend CDP, who is on a mission. Man, you know what? I'm glad to be part of your mission. I'm glad to be a stop on your, as you continue your mission. Because you know what? It has an effect here. Look at the friends that you've made here and the people that you've helped, and it just continues on. Medic says we'll be right back. Jace says, that's why you shouldn't instate it, Robin. Keep your heart pure. William's here. William says, hi, Yogi, no data. William says, give me 10 to find free Wi-Fi. Our friend William is on the road right now. Paradox says, hello. Hello. Drake says, you have a boho, I can't pronounce it. I don't. Is that Hawaiian? This says Laradox, buddy. Hey Laradox, I heard our friend Barb talk about you on her live stream today, and she had great things to say about you. She said along the lines of being a fine, loving Christian. Laradox says, guys, how's everyone? Doing good, Laradox. How about you? Poor man says, thanks for being here, Yogi. It means a lot. Oh, absolutely. Hey, you gonna need help with medical bills, with the vet bills? We could set up a GoFundMe, or I could help with some of the stuff, some of the, what are they called? Super chats. Let us know. Laradox has some bad news. What do you got, Laradox? Jay says a great idea. Laradox says Hannah's really sick. What's going on with that, Laradox? Poor man says prayers for your Aunt Laradox. Joining in prayer. Laradox says she's in the hospital right now for some trouble breathing. Well, keep us posted on that, Laradox. We're sending out prayers. If you need someone to talk to, let me know. CDP says, no, it's making fun of the English accent, saying a bottle of water. Only a small area says it that way. Oh, I never heard that before. I see it now, though. It almost looks Hawaiian, though, with the O's. I was thinking of Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian shamanic means of forgiveness. Very profound practice of forgiveness. Thanks for that information, CDP. Laradox says she is in shape. It's not a weight problem. Maybe it's just like an upper respiratory infection that can be cleared up with some antibiotics pretty quickly. Let's see. CDP says, I'm subscribing to everyone here. Stay amazing, everyone. Have a great weekend. You too, CDP. I will see you on your next round of spreading love and inspiration, my friend. Laradox is at home. Laradox says, no, I'm good, brother. I'm lucky I have a really good vet. I'm glad to hear that. Our friend Destiny is here. Destiny says, hello and happy Friday to you. How are you? I'm good, Destiny. Hey, you've been in my thoughts and my prayers, my friend. Um, I'm always hesitant to reach out on social media, but always know if you ever need anything, Destiny, just get in touch with me. Just reach out. I'm happy to share information with you if you ever need someone to talk to, and you can just text me or call me, send me an email. Jay says, Zeradox brother, pray for her. And if she is not to make it, maybe think about how that would be thinking about you and your family. Zeradox says, do you like my new logo? I don't know if I've seen your new logo. Let me check it out. Hey, that's a bit of a shocker to me, Zeradox. The only reason I've been subscribed to you is because I believed that you had cookies. And now you tell me you don't have cookies, my friend. It's my face in front of the old logo. Nice. I'm looking at it. Destiny says, happy Friday, Jace. Jace says, Destiny, I second that. Hook me up anytime. I'm always here. Zeradox says, I think she'll be fine. Maybe it's stress. Yeah, it could be stress. It could be just upper respiratory infection. Could be allergies. So you're in North Carolina, I take it? So we talked in the afternoon live stream about community quite a bit. That's a big subject with Jace. And I love talking community with Jace because he gets it. He gets it deeply. Desi says, thank you for your kindness, love, support, and prayers. You are in my thoughts and prayers as well. You are doing amazing over here. Much love. And much love to you, Destiny. Hey, if I'm doing any good here, if there's any success here, I owe it to the originality of the Fellowship of Beingness and the inspiration and mentorship that I got from Destiny. On the surface level, Destiny guided the direction of my channel. She introduced me to James Gype Gype, where I also met Mayhem and Miracles, where I gained a large amount of subscribers that helped me get monetized, as well as watch hours. I made some amazing friends, including the lovely Walking with Goldie, including the amazing UK Medic. But more than that is everything I share came from what we call the original meeting of the Fellowship of Beingness. It was Destiny and I, Burpee Reaper, back when he was It Is What It Is, the champ. Paul from Oregon would join us, Hybrid Jim, Osiris. And it was very, just a few of us, but it was extremely peaceful. And it left an impression of this is what I want to do. Going live, I never thought anything about going live stream. But then I thought, you know what? This is the community I want to expand. I want to everyone to come into the live stream feel like they are welcomed and that they are loved beyond being loved online before. I didn't want it to feel like we were online, that everyone was welcome to the table. And none of that would have The seed wouldn't have been planted, or it would not have sprouted had it not been for our amazing friend Destiny. Destiny has set her mission. She's here to support. So an example as well, an example and an inspiration. I really can't say enough for Destiny and those early days. Lodok says, so North Carolina, just got back from Hawaii. Nice. Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the East Coast, my friend. Lodok says, I'm hoping my aunt will be fine. I hope so as well. And again, you got some friends praying for you, praying for your aunt. Lodok says, I've never been a rich person, but my aunt, well, she's loaded. Nice. Jay says, the only number we need is 1. We are 1. Absolutely. Poor man says, howdy, Destiny. William is back. What city are you in, William? Destiny says, Zardox, we all hear you, and we wish you well. Success and happiness. Happy Friday. We got a wave to William from Poor Man. Destiny says, blessings and happy Friday to Poor Man. Runner Boy is here. Runner Boy, how are you? Hey, Runner Boy, let us know when you're going to do your next premiere. Jay says, I lost you for a while, but back now. Destiny says, happy Friday to William Hart. And gets a wave. Runner Boy gets a wave from Jace. Destiny says, hello and blessings to Runner Boy. Hey, Runner Boy, are you still working on your split? Are you still trying to get a split? I was able to do a full side split, but it was decades ago, decades and decades and decades ago. I've mentioned before that I am not the bendiest of yogis. Excuse me, guys. My asana practice, my yoga pose practice, is designed to open up the energy centers along the spine, the chakras, as well as the heart center, which is not a chakra. There is a heart chakra, but I'm talking about the divine energy center in the chest, the heart itself, which is not only an energetic and spiritual center, it is a deep intelligence of the body. And scientists have actually, you can see, I forget the name of the photograph that you can see, and you can actually see light emitted from the chest area. They really think that we have 3 brains. We have the bionome, the gut microbes, we have the chest, and we have the brain. The brain might not be the most important of all of our points of intelligence. It directs certain things. Because we believe we hear and think thoughts up here, we think the brain is the center of existence. However, the mind is all-encompassing. The mind is everywhere. There's no place that is not mind. The mind is not the brain. The brain isn't the mind. Jay says, it's the heart. Absolutely. The heart is the intelligence, not just the body. It is the intelligence that links us to the universe itself. Everything is mind. If it was just the brain, imagine the cooperation between cells of the body, how they communicate. Every cell has to be in perfect synchronistic motion with the other cells of the body, across the board. Do you think that just the brain could do that? Alexandria says, hey, sorry I'm late. Alexandria, my friend, you are never late. Every time you show up is the perfect time, my friend. Runner Boy says, maybe we need to start doing this chakra stuff. Hey, I might do a chakra meditation on my members thing. And if I do, I'll actually open it up for everyone. I don't do a ton of chakra stuff individually. A lot of people have asked me, can you help balance? And if you pinpoint one chakra and you give all your energy to that, unless you're dealing with someone who is deeply steeped in Ayurvedic medicine, it's real, and I'm not. You don't want to focus too much on individual chakras because then you throw everything else out of balance. You are better to do an overall chakra balancing meditation, and then everything comes into alignment. Let's see. Destiny says the heart chakra serves as our center of love for oneself, another, compassion, empathy, and forgiveness. Absolutely. So we have the heart chakra, which is part of the subtle body energetic system. But then we have the heart center, the Hithra, I believe. Hithra is what it's called in Sanskrit. And it is actually the deep intelligence of the universe channeled in our body. It's the center of true absolute love. Different but not separate from the heart chakra. William says I'm always late, which is fine. It's always the perfect time when William pops in too. Hey William, did I miss oh, you're near Knoxville. Welcome to the great state of Tennessee. Jay says breathing really is everything. Yeah, life is prana. And it's so easy for our prana to be depleted. It almost seems like modern life is designed for our prana to be depleted. Alexandria says, stay safe, William. Absolutely. The stress. I'm not talking about the type of stress, the big things that happen, the dramatic things that happen. I'm talking about those everyday stressors that just have a tendency to beat us down a little bit each day. And we never recuperate unless we make recovery, an everyday aspect. And we do that by, one, eating plants. This isn't a vegan rant. I'm not going to go on a vegan rant or even a vegetarian rant. But eating plant, you are literally eating life. I know a lot of people like to say, the cycle of life feeding on life. Life doesn't feed on life. Life simply transforms, gives itself. So you can never eat dead matter, dead flesh, and replenish. You can replenish from the sun, from air, breathing, pranayama exercises, yoga, proper exercise. You know who does proper exercise? Is Jace. It's a very energetic routine. And by energetic, I don't mean just like it'll give you energy. By energetic, I mean that he's tapping into prana. Honestly, I've mentioned this before. It's like Jace has discovered his own form of Tai Chi or Qigong or yoga. William says, I'll try my best. Thank you. Runner Boy says, a game changer for my stretching was taking really deep breaths in a stretch. Runner Boy, are you breathing through your nose? Try that and see how it works, if you're not. William says, we'll be right back. Destiny says, William Hart, I don't believe that any of us are ever late, but we arrive at any place at the appointed time. Absolutely, Destiny. Wise words, as always. Poor Man says, Yoga fan a channel you would like. It's called I Am Longevity. I've been trying some osculation exercises. He has an event. Really interesting work. I'm going to type it up. Came right up. Hey, you know what? I'm actually subscribed, but I didn't have my notification setting. So I just fixed that. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Got off track just for a second. I will be back. Here we go. Bumblebee T is here. Burner Boy says, sometimes depends on if my nose is stuffed or not. Makes sense. Jason says, make it a flow, control your breathing, get the heart rate up and focus. You have reached that state. Absolutely. T says, so I'll miss you all. We have missed you as well, my friend. Jace sends love to T. T says, hi, Yogi, Jace, Runner Boy, Destiny, William Hart. Foreman says the oscillation movements he has on a vid on it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to check that out after the live stream. Thank you. I got him up on a channel. T says, thanks for prayers and well wishes. Absolutely. Desi says, Runner Boy, prana or pranayama is the ancient practice of controlling your breath. You control the timing, duration, and frequency of every breath and hold. Just keep working at it, friend. That's the way to do it. Be mindful. It's a practice. Whenever we talk meditation, someone has always mentioned that they can't do it. Their mind wanders too much. It's too busy, which of course is all of us. And that's why we meditate. The goal of meditation isn't to empty the mind of thoughts. It's to realize that you are not your thoughts, that you are the spaciousness that holds, that is aware, that is witness, the observer to the thoughts. So you never have to try to empty your mind. You just need to gently ease into that observer, that witness state. And it's a practice. You get better and better at it. Pranayama, breathing, it's a practice. We've trained ourselves, a lot of people, to breathe from the mouth, to breathe from the chest, to not breathe from the diaphragm and not breathe from the nose. But we can regain it easily just by practicing. Some people, it's helpful if you put a little bit of, it's not meant to pry the mouth shut, it's a little piece of tape, medical tape, non-stick, on your mouth as a reminder as you sleep to keep the mouth shut and breathe through your nose. Dramatic effects can take place if you've been a chronic mouth breather and you switch to nasal breathing. I highly recommend nasal breathing burpees. No one likes them. Leo said so. Does a lot of nasal breathing burpees. T says, hi to poor man. T says, she wants to ask a question. And Destiny says, please ask a question. Our friend Just When Sue is here. Sue, how are you? What's the plans for the weekend, Sue? Are you going to head to the antique mall again, or are you going to head to the river, or both? I know whatever you do, we're going to see clips from the sky. We're going to see the yoga squirrel. We're going to see some birds. Who knows what else we're going to see? Jay says it's not a restricted breath or a shallow breath. Helps to regulate, relax, control. I find, but that's just me. Yeah, there's all kinds of different breathing practices, but the basis is, as Jason was saying, it's easy breaths. You're not doing. You can do pranayama before you meditate, before you go to sleep, when you need to de-stress, if you want to create a certain biochemical reaction in the body. But the daily practice is just to breathe. Breathe through the nose, exhale through the nose, from the belly. And Chinese medicine term, it would be cultivating qi. And the yogic tradition, it would be cultivating prana. Sue says, wherever I end up doing, whatever I end up doing, I like those kind of plans. T says, Destiny, your channel has a lot of great information, but do you know anything about myoglyc encephalopathy and chronic fatigue syndrome and energy management? Way best to get restorative sleep. Our friend Jacob is here. Sue has just posted some sky and plane photos. Nice, guys. I hope you check them out later. I'm going to bring her channel up so before bed. Our friend Mr. Poopinator is here. Mr. Poopinator, extremely kind of you. Thank you, my friend. How you doing, Poopinator? Fart for me, bro. Man, I would. If I only had the energy. You know, we were talking increasing prana. I need to get my prana in the proper place before I can demonstrate my yogic fart powers. Give me some time and I will master that, my friend. Jay says, sleep time for me, Poopy. Bumblebee says, Miss Pooper had a good fart for me. Everyone is saying hi to Mr. Poopinator. Good afternoon, all. Mr. Poopinator is someone who lights a room up just by showing up. Our friend Joe Delaney is here. Joe, how are you? Joe, how did the first week of school go for your son? Destiny says, to T, very little. ME is a serious and often long-lasting illness that keeps people from doing their usual activities. It makes physical and mental exertion difficult. Jacob saying hi to everyone. Hey, Jacob, how are you feeling after the shot caller routine? Joe says, good evening, everyone. Joe's getting ever closer to 600, 576 subscribers, guys. Anyone here not subscribed to the great Joe Delaney? Joe says, I'm good. He's acting tired. Just acting. Well, you know, sometimes it takes a week or so to get into the grind of school. He says, Joe Delaney, good to see you, sister. Destiny says, hello and happy Friday to Joe Delaney. Our friend Mir is here. Hey, Sir Yogi and beautiful people. Hey, Mir, thank you very much for those kind words you said in your live stream. That meant an awful lot to hear. Poopanita says, I don't know about lighting a room, but I just did the bathroom. Damn White Castle burgers. Not quite the type of light that I was talking about. However, hey, light is light, my friend. Hey, look at the warm welcome you got when you came in. Everyone was happy to see Mr. Poopinator. And you know what, Poopinator, you earned that. You earned that through your presence, through your kindness, hanging out. Hey, Jacob, I subscribed to some of your friends on some links you dropped. What is it, Dark Angel? I was not subscribed to him before, so I appreciate you dropping those links of people that you know. T says, the one and amazing, humble Jacob's channel. Thank you for that, T. Want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Sue says, can't believe school starts here in 2 weeks. Goodbye to quiet days. Yeah, I guess we're 2 weeks or so away. We don't start here unless it's a private school until after Labor Day, because the former governor signed a bill that was largely driven by shop owners in Ocean City, as they wanted to keep things open longer. Yeah, you can't blame them. You're making a living. Jonalini says, laughing, yes, going to bed early especially. And getting up. That was the hardest thing for me going back to school, was after a summer of sleeping in. It felt like sleeping in. Really, I might have been up earlier because I was so excited to start my day when I was a kid. It was different when I was a teenager. Poopinator says, yeah, brother, I appreciate the love here. I appreciate you joining in with it. You definitely add to it, Mr. Poopinator. Rhea says, after a long time, I see you again, my sister. Rhea's asking, Destiny, how are you? T says, school starts here in the UK in early September. Not too far away. What are we, the 16th? I guess 2 weeks, right? School, going back to school was big here because both my parents were school teachers. So it wasn't just me going back to school. Of course, my parents started early because you got to prepare the classroom and stuff. I didn't appreciate it as much. I did appreciate it, but a new perspective now. How nice it was having my parents at home during the summer and the things that we were able to do. T says, I once refused to get up on a weekend day. I wanted to lie in bed, but my dad tipped a jug of water on my head. It was so refreshing, but I laughed as they needed to change my bedding. Yep, I would hope he was the one who changed it, as he was the one who caused it. Jacob says, yes, sir, Brother Mir. Hey, Jacob, did I miss your reply? How's your recovery from yesterday's spontaneous shock collar? Maria says, Jacob, thanks for your kindness, bro. Poopinator says, dude, is anyone concerned about the massive data breach that exposed everyone's social security number, another info? I hadn't even heard of it. Definitely would be something to be concerned with. So many people are dependent upon their social security. I will be in a couple years. Yeah, wow, Poopinator. I hadn't heard that. When did this happen? Jacob drops Bumblebee's link. T says, Dad did change it. I did it again, and he poured it slowly, and layers were saying it was so nice. What a cheeky kid I was. I bet your dad loved that too. Destiny says to T, do study research on ME and chronic fatigue syndrome on the National Institute for Health. They always share helpful information. Poopinator says it's on the dark web. Just froze my accounts. Are you sure it's legit? Our friend Vincent is here. Vincent, how are you? Horror of Spice. Guys, I hope everyone's connected with Horror of Spice. How are you? How is Mrs. Horror of Spice? Taking my herbal sleep supplement. Jacob drops a link for Horror of Spice. Poopinator is about 2.9 billion. Poopinator says a few months ago, but the public is just learning about it. Yeah, I'll keep an ear out for that. Yeah, I hadn't heard anything. William is back. Hey, William, where are you? I know you're in Knoxville, but are you in like a coffee place or restaurant right now? Vincent says, Becky says hi, her phone is charging. We'll tell her I said hi too. Can we expect anything channel-wise coming up? Any movie events? Any reviews? He says, Destiny, sister, I so much appreciate that suggestion. It's 2 steps forward and between 4 and 6 steps back. Then pick yourself up and try again. Hey, but you're trying again. That's the important thing. Sue is saying hi to William. Let's see. Sue's just connected to horror. Nice. You'll enjoy his channel. Him and Becky. It's a really fun channel. You get a hot sauce review. You get a movie review. Sometimes you get a bud review. Let's see. Destiny says the NIH is a legit organization. I used to work with them many years ago, Yogi, when I was in Washington, D.C. I have been on their website before and getting some information. They have great nutritional information as well. It's a shame I did not know you when you were in D.C. It would be good to get together on occasion and get a cup of coffee. my 1 cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Desi says, hello and happy Friday to Horb Spice. T says, Spice, I saved the video. I'm on public Wi-Fi and limited to connecting or leaving resolves to video. All right, Jacob says, I'm doing all right. My elbows and shoulder is a little sore. Didn't do routine today. Been busy. Other chores. It's good to take a day off after that amount of work that you did. Or Spice says, thinking of putting out a video soon, waiting on hot sauce. Nice, I'm looking forward to it. Jacob says, active recovery. Poopiness says, hashtag national public data. I will look that up. Thanks for that information, Poopinator. Well, I was at a McDonald's. Mir says, Sister Sue, beautiful sharing. Yeah, she always does. She has a keen eye, a keen observant eye for the local, not just wildlife, but the unusual, what nature and life itself is presenting. Poopinator says, anyway, what's up, brother? How's life? Life is pretty good, Poopinator. No complaints. Doing my thing every day. Bob says, it's smuggy outside. I am leeching Wi-Fi while filling out jobs. Anything of interest? Anything that you're excited about job-wise? Thank you for dropping that link, Jacob. Hey, you know what? I've always heard, it's been ages since I've been there. Mocha was there last year, right about this time. Asheville, North Carolina is the vegan capital, one of the vegan capitals of the East Coast. And it's a beautiful mountain town. So, Roy, we might want to look vegan restaurants, who's hiring in the Asheville area. Man, you'd love living in Asheville. I'd love living in Asheville. Desi says she's doing fine. Tamir, and how are you? Mir is doing amazingly well on his live streams. So many people showing up. Impressive work. And well, as I keep saying, well deserved. He puts so much love and care into taking care of his birds and then sharing it with everyone. Sue says, I think Monday night will be a full moon. I might try to do another time-lapse video of it. Nice. Man, sometimes my early morning walk, especially this time of year because it's darker, that full moon just hits you. It's almost shocking. It literally pulls you in. Unsurprisingly, as what we're made up of over 70% water. And our blood itself is the consistency of ocean water. So, man, when you get out in the morning like that and the moon, it's almost like an encounter. It is an encounter. Poopinette says, I see you were live this morning at 5 a.m. Yep, I've been doing that every morning for a few months. I've been reading from certain texts. For the last 78 days, it's been the Tao Te Ching. Before that, it was the Bhagavad Gita. I think I'm going to do Deepak Chopra's The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success next. So you can tell this book is a little beat up. I've had it since 1993. It is signed by Deepak Chopra to me and Mocha. Not that I knew Mocha in 1993, but he did a book signing and we went to go talk to him. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him several times, but I don't know him. You meet someone, doesn't mean you know him. However, it says 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. It's the Vedic and Yogic handbook. So I'd like to dive into that. I'm going to do that here, 5 a.m., as well as on my members site. So excited about that. But I got 3 more days left with the Tao Te Ching. Well, anyway, it says, strongly considering this film, Cannot Hide. What do you mean, strongly considering this film? You mean where you are now? She says, well, Bumblebee, would love to have seen that. Oops, sorry. T says, Sue in the UK, about 3 nights ago, was shooting stars and you could see the Northern Lights, not usually visible. Wow. I have not seen the Northern Lights. I've been north. I've been in northern Maine, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. I've been in Alaska, Calgary. Never seen the Northern Lights, though. Pippenita says, I heard Nashville was lit. I've heard that as well, especially nightlife. He says, Sue, sadly, I was sick, or I would have looked from a hospital park, but not out of bed for a few days. Pippenita said, I heard birds. In the morning, yeah, they're just starting to come out. I always try, I don't always succeed, to see if I can catch that very, very first note. Call it the dawn chorus. The birds that literally sing the dawn into existence. Who knows if it would happen if it wasn't for the birds. Eric Lapointe gave some great information to me a while back. There are certain plants that don't open. They respond to that first call even before the sun comes up, the first call of the birds. William says, I said it was only a matter of time. So what do you mean, William? I'm not 100% following. So you're just gonna settle down in Tennessee? Not a bad place to settle down. Mir says, Miss Pippener said, who has a channel on birds? Sue has lots of birds. Mir's channel is all birds and a kitten. Amazingly so. So if you go up above and you see Mir with a wrench, check out his channel. Sue says, hope you're doing better, Bumblebee. Mir says, hey T, what's that instrument? Amir says, say bless you all you guys. Sir Yogi, now I sleep because it's 3 p.m. Well, have a good night's sleep, my friend. And again, thank you for those kind words. Okay, William says, Knoxville, yes. Hey, if you like it, if it feels like home. You don't know much about Knoxville. William says, I heard I hear and see North Carolina is beautiful from Too Strong Dave. I've spent some time in North Carolina. Always loved it. Jordalini says, well, 19. Oh, does Mir have another channel? Because this one only has 18 subscribers. Now 19. I see that. Yeah, he has several. They're sort of working channels. Poopinator said, I heard crows have a brain of a 7-year-old. Yeah, I've heard similar. I've heard that they have the emotional intelligence of a 2 or 3-year-old child. I don't know if we can do a comparison. Let's just say they're extremely intelligent. I don't think it does any favors to either of us to compare intelligent systems. I'm not sure that we are actually the most intelligent species. The things that we measure success, that we measure our intelligence, we are intelligent because we can do this and this and this and this. A dolphin has no need to do that. So we say we're more intelligent than a dolphin, but dolphins also haven't invented any weapons that can destroy the world over multiple times. I absolutely love crows. Destiny says, I lived in North Carolina many years ago, Yogi. I've been around the world, starting in Brazil. Yeah, you were born in Brazil, right? I have not been to Brazil, but I hear it's a beautiful place. Stuart Katz, I'm sorry, says hi. Stuart, how are you? Sue says it's really windy here now. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Yeah, it was supposed to rain this afternoon here for me, but it hasn't yet. And I see rain for tomorrow. Jesse says, thanks for the beautiful fellowship and also for the wonderful discussion with you all and the family. Yogi, blessings and love to you. I am leaving now, so everyone enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend too, my friend. And thank you so much for spending some time with us and for the wonderful information that you always, always impart. Never fails. Every conversation, every live stream is better by degrees from our friend Destiny visiting us. Sue says, bye to Destiny. Poopinator says, bro, you're not human. Or are you saying that I'm just weird? I would agree with you on that. Milka would agree with you on that. I think probably everyone here would probably agree that I'm on the weird side. Jacob says, thank you, brother Mr. Yogi, for having me on your live stream once again. Truly appreciate it. Much love and respect. Big salute. Big salute to you, my friend. Looking forward to seeing what you do this weekend, Jacob. Joe Delaney says, thank you, Mr. Poopinator. T says, to Mir, there's an intro video, and it's a tongue drum, also known as a tank drum. And beautiful videos. Let's see. William says, okay, contacted a staffing place. We will see. Well, good luck with that, William. It's a pretty large city, so hey, someone's got to be hiring. Poopinator says, William Hart, what city are you in? He's been traveling. So right now he's in Tennessee. Hey, you know anyone hiring in your neck of the woods, Poopinator? Let's see. T says, sorry, I need to step out. Thanks. I'll take care. Cannot hear. Well, take care, T. Williams in Knoxville, never give up, says, never give up. Stay strong. Thank you for that, my friend. Excellent advice. So, yeah, I'll probably stay live for another 5-10 minutes-ish. Make it an early night. I haven't been putting in big, long marathon sessions lately. Well, it says, I was meaning to tell you that I ran into Destiny, and she missed us, but she beat me to it. Where'd you run into Destiny? Over on Burpee Reapers? Sorry, guys. Poopinator says, traveling, then might want to check out Manpower or Pay by Day Company. Hey, that's not a bad suggestion. I know he's looking to settle down, get a job, preferably something he can build from. Our friend Hybrid Jim is here. Hybrid, how are you? William says, I'm going to keep filling out apps. I'm probably going to sleep overnight at CB. What's CB? What's new, Hybrid? I saw you doing the Burpee Matty routine. William says, right now I'm paused on travel, but yes, and thank you. Poopinator says, Yogi, it's okay to go off schedule every once in a while. Matter of fact, 7 minutes, 30 minutes left. That's true. That's true. Cracker Barrel. Hybrid says, good, Eric. Thanks. Away for week's holiday. Nice. You on the shore? Hybrid says, yes, last night. Really good sub 10-minute session. How'd it feel to be doing hardcore burpees again? Poopinator says, can build when you're always on the go. Been there, done that. Yeah, that's true. Poopinator, since you've been there, done that, you probably have some good advice to give to our friend William. Joe says, have a great evening, everyone. You too, Joe. And if I don't see you, have a great weekend. Poopinator says, William, you're a line chef. William says, I don't want to go anymore. Just want to have a place to safe to settle down. Poopinator says, good night to Joe. Hybrid is near the sea in Essex, England. You don't know anything about Essex. Nice that you got a whole week ahead. Or are you finishing up? William says, I wish no skills professionally in chef yet, all internet technology. Poor man, my friend, thank you. Very much appreciated. Always appreciate those acts of kindness. Wolf is here. Wolf, my friend, how are you? So, hey, William, it seems like internet technology would be easy to find something in. I could be mistaken about that. Hybrid says, felt good, as well as the sprinting. I thought some extra intensive exercises was a good idea. We also missed the third sprint session of the week, traveling today. Any changes coming up, training wise? You going to stick with what you've been doing with the changing of the seasons? You thinking about anything different in the when it gets colder? Poopinator says, "How old are you, William?" Joe says, "Both tell Barbara said hello and blessings." Thank you for that, Joe. William is 29. I says, fairly near London. I didn't realize that London was close to the sea, or close to the ocean, I guess. Which shows you how much I know about the geography of England. Week ahead to come. Nice. I hope the weather cooperates with your vacation schedule. Wolf says hi to poor man. Poopinator says, "Am I the only one on the live that smokes weed and drinks drinks? I'm so out of place, but I love this stream. You are in the exact place, my friend. There's a few weed smokers that come in. And probably a few that drink. William says, sober. Don't want to go back, honestly. Rather keep the money. Yeah, I agree with that. Wolf says we are doing okay. Thanks. And Joe, I'll tell Barbie said hi. Hybrid says, I'm thinking of getting some road running shoes to spin on path. Concrete when the winter saturates grass. Other than that, no plans to change. Definitely seems like you found the winning formula for you for right now. T says, watching as I sat on toilet just for Mr. Pooper. The things that we do for Mr. Pooper. Sorry, Yogi, just life. Pooper says, respect William. William says it would be easy to find a tech job if I could get the apps, but I just got here. Well, I think if you plan on staying, something will definitely open up. Do you like it enough to stay there? I mean, like area-wise, do you like it enough? Ira says London isn't too close to the sea. It's on the Thames, about, I guess, 40 miles inland. I mean, it's a huge area. London, central London, is probably further, 70 miles at a guess. I need to look at a map. Might do that before I go to bed. Poor man says, the THC, okay, Pupinator, alcohol, I'd quit. Get a dry herb vaporizer and it will save your lungs. Things have changed since my day. Pupinator says you're an inspiration yogi. We talked one-on-one. I will get there one day as far as sobriety, I think. But right now, I'm enjoying life. Well, we have talked, and I told you my story, how sobriety found me. I wasn't looking for it. So, hey, be open to it. Keep doing what you're doing until things change. And then you'll know. See, Howard says the atomic workout is really good, Eric. It's a fast training, but I recover within the 48 hours to sprint again. Seems the right amount of work. Man, sprint workouts are so good for you too, hormonal wise. It keeps you in fresh supply of growth hormone and testosterone. Because I'm not doing as much running anymore. That should be something that I should look into. I'm still doing a lot of fast-paced walking. And by fast-paced, anywhere from a 13 to a 15-minute mile. I average 4 to 5 miles every day, 7 days a week. But coming from an ultra background, that doesn't feel like anything. Maybe sprinting would be just what I need. And just enough, not a whole lot. T says, Yogi, if you drove from London to Seaside, it'd be about 2.5 to 3 hours, but trained quicker. How long would it be on a train? Let's see. William says, I do not know, but it seems perfectly middle of too cold and too humid. Pupinator says, poor man, I plan on dying young. Well, if you die young, you want to be as healthy as you can be young. You know what I mean? Pupinator says, it is what it is, but thank you for your advice. Hey, William, I'm just thinking, if you're going to plan to stay someplace, and I know that the urge, you just get tired and you want to stay, but have it be a place that calls to you, that says home, not a place that you just settle and say, well, I don't feel like going any farther, but find the place that you're going to grow, that you're going to expand, that you're going to become the William Hart that you're meant to be. Hybrid says, yeah, it depends on where in London you're coming from. In rush hour, it could take 2 hours to cross London itself. Wow. Are we talking just driving or train? If I were to visit anywhere right now, if someone said, hey, we can instantly give you a plane ticket and a itinerary, it would probably be England. Jupiter says, hey, I'm not here to motivate. I'm here to find motivation. The two don't have to be mutually exclusive, though. I'll be honest. I sort of split a little difference between motivation and inspiration, but hey, I've been inspired by our conversations, Poopinator. You've been through the fire, and you're a good man with a good sense of humor. Sometimes, man, for some people, life has a tendency to beat the sense of humor out of them. But I found during my hardest times, if I was able to laugh, I knew I wasn't done. As long as I could laugh, there was something positive in my life. There you go. T says, Miss Pooper, I have not got out of bed for 3 days because relapse. Thanks for motivating me. T says, to hybrid, I'm not from Heathrow. Used to live in London 30 years ago. Hybrid says, that's why I first got interested in sprints. The added benefits I wasn't getting with moderate pace exercise. You could also do intervals like the Matt stuff. You know what? I enjoy Maddie's stuff. I also enjoyed Burpee Bandit's 11-minute workout. The jump squats was wreaking havoc with my already troublesome back at the time. But the back is slowly getting better, maybe 80% right now. I've been doing Duncan Walsh inspired intervals, as well as Paul from Oregon's EMOM workouts. Foreman says I've had some great workouts with edibles. Huge dose. You know, years ago, not too many years ago, I got to be careful talking too much, as I think I'm not supposed to now that I'm monetized. When I was ultra running, it occurred to me that that would solve almost every problem ultra runners face. Nausea, taken care of. It helps with inflammation. It helps you generally feel better. So, and it increases appetite. One of the things that happens with ultra runners is you lose your appetite. So I thought about it for that, but that opens up a whole other can of worms. Not that I was ever competitive at it. I was never going to win a race. I did win my age group in ultras a few times. He says, William Hart, stay strong, brother. Hybrid says, guessing less than an hour by train, 45 minutes. Man, so here's a question. Why would anyone want to drive in London if you can get places faster on a train? Hybrid says I got stuck about an hour around Cambridge in the jam. Poor man says I got some gummies, buddy, from Michigan. Haven't tried yet. Nice. Poopiness says, thanks for that, brother Yogi. Can't have pleasure without pain. That's life, isn't it? In the Tao Te Ching, they call it the 10,000 things. Hybrid says, Heathrow. I lived not far from years ago. Reading in Berkshire. Berkshire, right? Berkshire. T says, Pooper, despite adversary, I've laughed, but have a warped humor. Stay strong, brother. Trust me, life's been very challenging for me too. Poopinator says, poor man, edibles get you tanked. Let's see. Ira says, pronounced red ing. Red ing. Got it. Got it. Although, rest assured, I will make the same mistake the next time I read it. T says, Yogi, be careful. As monetized, yep, got to be careful. I I'm imagining Yogi smoking. Shouldn't be that hard to imagine. I'm an old time deadhead from the 1980s and 1990s. Poor man said he's going to get some sand for my sandbag. Probably fill 2/3, get used to 150, then move up later. Man, 150 is a good start. That's strong work. One of the mistakes that people have a tendency to make with sandbags, they fill it up tightly, and then of course you lose some of the benefit of instability. You want it to be shifting just a bit, so that all. Man, I love sandbag training. It's been years. Our friend Dredson is here. Says peace, peace, peace to you, my friend. T says yoga. It's not all accessible, and public transport takes time, a lot of time. Ivo says he used to drive in London, was fun and okay to get around, but not to go north and south and back. Tube is definitely better unless moving things. What the Bamaclat? What? Yes, Berkshire. Berkshire. What is a Bamaclat? Berkshire. Berkshire. Got it. I got it for now. You realize we're going to have the same exact conversation another day. Red ing, like the color. Red. Not reading like a book. Red ing. Got it. For now. Until the next time we have a conversation like this. Preparator says Yogi is navigating his way through these YouTube streets. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. T says Yogi, catch up over the weekend. Definitely. Let me know which day works best for you. Berkshire. I'm gonna need you here to hear you guys say that in a video sometime. And the Master Sergeant, retired Mocha, is here. Says Rick Simpson oil is concentrated. Poopinator says, poor man, I love shrooms. Back in the days, guys. Back in my hippie days. However, Jim, when I've talked to Yogi, I've said that area is, as it's not too far from me. Judson says, Jamaican POTUS, profane exclamation. Freepinator is about to eat a few. T says, Mocha evening. Poor man says, lower back pain. Yeah, man, I hurt my back in 1990 doing deadlifts. Oddly enough, I was training for powerlifting. I was deadlifting over 400 pounds, and I hurt my back warming up with 225. My third warm-up set. I used to do the bar, stiff leg deadlifts with the bar, 135, 185, 225, and then I'd make bigger jumps. 225, something seized up. It took me a year before I was able to get back to doing stuff that I enjoyed doing. I kept working out, but I had to modify it a lot. It did okay through the years. Every once in a while, a little bit of trouble. Last year, I was doing some fairly intensive yoga poses, as well as some jumping stuff in some of my workouts. and then I did something stupid. Trying to, I'm not even gonna say what it was. It had nothing to do with working out, um, but I was trying to squeeze into a tight place, and my back seized up. Something, I literally felt something sort of pop, and it's taken me about a year. Um, I haven't didn't miss a workout the entire time, but a lot of certain things would bother me quite a bit. It's starting to get better. I had to totally revamp my yoga training. Poopinator says, MF for you in Jamaica. Mocha says, I'm afraid to try shrooms. T says, yogis say Berkshire, or Bumaclat. Poopinator says, that shit got me cracking up. Let's see. Poopinator says, laughing. I got Eric to say Bumaclat. He also got me to say Diddy once. Now you got me to say Diddy twice. Dredson says, Poopinator said it correctly. Just needs more vigor. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on my vigor. Poor man says Rick Simpson's oil is amazing for recovery, nutrition, and sleep. Interesting. Poopinator says shit got me cracking up. I'm glad for that, Poopinator. Let's see. Hybrid says it's hard to say over text. I meant something slightly different, Eric. I think you actually said it right without my prompt, which muddled it. I will keep working on it. T says, Mocha, I'd like to try, but afraid to. Try indeed. Need a trusted friend on that, I think. Yeah, it definitely helps having a guide. Patwa. Got it. Thank you, Hybrid. Mocha says exactly the Hybrid. Hey, it's been a while since we've had Mocha and Hybrid in the same room chatting. I don't know if Mocha has. Mocha would know you better as Barefoot Burpees. Boy, I was asking Mocha how she is. Let's see. That ain't gonna happen, Bumblebee. We got Yogi to say, war chest. Nope, not gonna happen. Hybrid says the food thing about some beer or wine, Mocha, is when we can sober up with water and air. If you have too much shrooms, who knows the dosage? I don't know if there actually is. I guess you could get it nowadays. Back in the days, we just ate them and then ate some more. Never really thought one way or the other. Wolf says hi to Mocha. Mocha says she's tired. Says hi to Moonwolf. Jetson says rockers. Let's see. William says, me too. It would be nice to fall asleep and wake up tomorrow. Yep, I'm going to go to sleep in just a few minutes, guys. Poopinator says, to MF, Damon Marley and Nas song is fire. T says, Yogi, I'll teach you when we speak, brother. All right, I'm looking forward to it. Ibra says there's a lot of strange English places, names. Alcester? Ulster. Let's see, Dredson says, definitely Damien's flow and cadence is a perfect combo of reggae and hip-hop. You know, I don't know if I've heard reggae and hip-hop. Hybrid says that catches a lot of people. Mirka says, yeah, shrooms are scary, but I would like to try with guidance. It can definitely be helpful. We've talked about that before. Hybrid says that one comes to mind. T says hybrid, there's a lot, especially Welsh too. Hybrid says, oh yes, Welsh is an interesting language. Is it still commonly spoken? T is putting out all kinds of challenging words. Buoys Y code. William says he would say Mocha. Poopinator's going to look that up. Never seen or heard of it. Always good to get some introduction to some new music. Foreman says, I do my deadlifts with a lat bar only. My lower back's been bomb-proof. Upper back is issue now. The cat-cow stretch helps. I'm glad that helps. Man, I got by, like I said, for decades after hurting it. And only every once in a while would it get a little tweaky. But then last year, something gave way. Man, I'm not even going to try that hybrid. T says, Yogi, remind me when we speak. Night. Gotta go back to bed. Take care. Movie time. Enjoy the movie. Ivor says he used to visit near Snowdon. Poopinator says, the only thing I lift is a Twisted Tea. Poopinator educated me on Twisted Tea the last time we talked on the phone. Ivor says, actually called your Whiteif. Man, I would never make it in Wales. Let's see. Poopinator says, Yogi, I got to say the whole live. You did get me to say the whole live. Only Poopinator could do that. Poopinator says, before we depart, Yogi, what's your favorite song and by who? Man, that's a good question. That's tough to. It might be easier to pick a favorite book than a favorite song. So many Grateful Dead songs come to mind. Give me a second. Right now, you know what? I keep going to jazz. I keep thinking of all the old stuff that I've always used to listen to, and it's still absolutely love. I could easily name Beatles songs that I'm in love with, but Ahmad Jamal's Live at the Pershing is my happy song. As well as the entire album, John Coltrane's Love Supreme. John Coltrane's My Favorite Things. Those are up there. So the reason why all those other songs, the old rock and stuff, favorites, even old country favorite stuff, it's just so familiar. It's like putting on an old sweatshirt or something. But some of the jazz stuff that I listen to just always leaps out at me as if I heard it for the very first time. So Ahmad Jamal's Live at the Pershing. My favorite things, John Coltrane. Or Love Supreme. The entire album. So, alright guys, so I'm going to pack things up. Whoever says, yes, thank you, the distraction is a blessing. Iowa says you hear Welsh spoken in the more rural areas, and they had a resurgence. I think it's on all the signposts. Everything is in English and Welsh, and I believe they have Welsh language TV and radio. Nice. I'm glad that it didn't die off. I know Gaelic is mostly considered. I know some people still speak it, but it's mostly considered a dead language now, right? Pooper says, William did not mean to be a distraction. Gorb says, talking is welcome, but did not mean to imply it negatively. Great Sage is 8 hours away. Could be here by Sunday. Let's see what they say. Let's see if you hear. Pooper says, I'll start adding live jazz shows once I'm able to go live. That would be awesome. Pooper says, my job hosts jazz every Tuesday night from locals. Nice. I absolutely love jazz. Jazz came late in life. I was introduced to it at a fairly young age. But it was, I'll be honest, it was too much for me. There was some that I liked. Herbie Hancock. But the more complex jazz, it took me a while. And then several years ago, I listened to it, and I don't know why, just blew me away. Judson says, I tune into some jazz. Man, I wish you could play jazz during my workouts sometimes, but I'd get a copyright strike. I got Sue's ultimate swirl video. Man, it's like a ninja squirrel. That's awesome, Sue. Absolutely love it. Guys, check out Sue's video. We're a ninja yoga squirrel. Let's see, William says did not catch what you said. Oh, I was saying that hopefully you'll be hearing from Great Sage one way or the other relatively soon. Judson says Kamsi Washington is probably my favorite at the moment. Not familiar, but I will look that up. Thank you for that. Sue says I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah. I can see why. Excellent catch. Let's see. Poopiner says, need 50 more subs. Then I'll go live. Until then, see you on the next live. All Yogi, stay blessed. You as well, my friend. Always appreciate you hanging out. Poor man says, do you do back extensions? They get overlooked. I need to add them more myself. I don't. They were recommended by Duncan Walsh as well. He was actually going to, back in April for my birthday, he was going to buy half of a bench in order for me to do one. That's the type of guy Duncan Walsh is. I should definitely look into that. Yeah, they would be good to do. I get a lot of back extensions in my yoga. And like I said, I revamped my yoga workout to be a back healing. I don't want to say yoga workout, my yoga poses. Hybrid says, I think there's a Cornish dialect movement for independence too. I heard there was a Cornish independent movement. Says, I don't think the movement is considered serious. I think a lot of the land is probably royal property, if I had to guess. Amazing they still have royal property. William says, I would make it midday, probably overnight. And there tomorrow. Yeah, 9 hours, that's doable. People says, good night, Bumbleclots. Bumblecots. I think I had it better than last time. Sue says, do you think I'll see the moon tonight? Do I think I'll see the moon tonight? We're expecting rain tonight. Maybe it'll peek out just for you, Sue. You know what? I'm going to say it will. I'm going to say that even if just for a moment when Sue is out with her phone that she or camera, that she will catch a glimpse of the moon. William says probably going to grab some stuff from Walmart and charge on. Boomba. Boomaclots. Got it. Sue says have a good evening, everyone. You too, Sue. I hope you see the moon. William says good night, all. Thank you. All right, William. Whatever you decide to do, be safe. Whenever you got time, send me an update on how everything's going. Not just your travels, but how are you? Let me know. With that, guys, Hybrid Jim, always appreciate you spending time. Destiny was here. Mocha, our good friend, Mr. Poopinator. Poor man. I'm glad everything's doing okay. Dreadson, thank you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. And our friend Wolf was here. Always fun hanging out with Wolf. Bumblebee T. So happy that she's feeling better. Man, she was down. It was rough for her. All right. Jacob was here dropping links as always. With that, I'm going to see everyone later. Milko says, night, night. Hybrid says, you did well to keep track of all the conversation threads, Eric. Catch you soon. See ya. Take care. I do my best, Hybrid.